the importance of dot and cross product. Before that, we will just discuss quickly dot and cross product. So we have already discussed about the operation on vectors, including the resultant operation, that is plus minus operation. This is the resultant operation. That was pretty simple. We just add the two vectors. Dot and cross product, these are the ways to multiply two vectors. So let's say we have two vectors, a vector and b vector. So I have two ways to multiply. One, I can take the dot product, and number two, I can take the cross product. So if I take dot product, then a dot b is given by ab cos theta, where theta is the angle between a vector and b vector. So what is this a and b? These are the magnitudes of a vector and b vector respectively. So overall, what result we observe, that the dot product of two vector is a scalar. That means whatever we get the result, that is having no direction. So this is a scalar result. So either we say dot product or the scalar product of two vectors, they are same. Similarly, we have cross product, or other name is vector product. Now the vector product of two vectors, that is, if we do a cross b, it is given as ab sine theta, and along with this there is n cap also. So this ab sine theta is representing the magnitude of the cross product, that means this is a scalar, and this n cap is representing the direction of a cross b vector. And we have already discussed about the direction using right hand thumb rule. How to get the direction? We use right hand thumb rule. So how do we use right hand thumb rule? Let us say we have this as b vector and this as a vector. If I want to get the direction, I will use my right hand and I will curl the fingers starting from a vector. So I'll curl it towards this b vector, and we will see that the thumb is pointing out of the screen. So a cross b, what is the direction? That means n cap. What is the direction of n cap? It is perpendicular to plane containing the two vectors, and in this case the direction of a cross b is out of the screen. And how out of the screen? Perpendicular to the screen. Okay, so these were the basic definition of cross and dot and cross product. So let us say we wish to find out the result for I into I, or j dot j, or k dot k. These results give rise to 1, because let us suppose I am doing I dot I. In that case, what is the definition of dot? A dot b is ab cos theta. So it will be the magnitude of I cap, they are all unit vectors, so magnitude is 1. Magnitude of j cap, this another I cap, that is also 1. And cos of 0, because angle between same vector is 0, so this will give rise to the result as 1. So let us make some important results here. So what we are going to remember is that a dot b, that is ab cos theta, a cross b, that is ab sin theta, and n cap also should be remembered, and a dot a, that is 1. Here we use the same thing, a dot I, provided that if they are unit vectors. If they are not unit vectors, then a dot a will be a squared. Now similarly we have for the cross. Let us say if we want to get I cross I, or even j cross j, or even k cross k, these results will be 0, because cross product is ab sin theta and n cap. So here the angle between I and I cap is 0. So sine 0 is 0. That's why this result comes out to be 0. So we can make the point that A, cross of the same vector will give 0 result. So I will add 0 vector because two vectors, when they produce, when they when we do operations on the two vectors, we get another vector. So it's a null vector. Now talking about, so we saw that if we are taking the dot of the same kind of vectors, we are getting 1. On the other hand, if we take the dot with another vectors, that is mutually perpendicular vectors, so I cross j or j dot I dot j or j dot I, or even I dot k, or even k dot I, whatever I do, if we know that the angle between them is 90, result will be 0, right? Because I cap is representing direction along x, j cap representing direction along y, and k cap is representing direction along z. They are all mutually perpendicular. So we can again conclude a result that A dot B, it's gonna be 0 if A vector is perpendicular to B vector. Similarly, taking the cross product for the vectors which are at 90 degree, that means if I want to get I cross j, so I cross I, that is simple, angle is known, but I cross j, if we want to find, that will be k cap. We will use this flow, so we'll write them in alphabetical order in a prominent way. So I cross j, if we do, that will be k cap. Similarly, if we do, let us suppose j cross k, then the next vector, so j cross k, that will be even I cap. So in this case, if I do, let us suppose I cross k, so here I am moving opposite to the direction what I have defined, then its result will be minus j cap. So these operations we will remember, including the way. So we saw one way to find dot and the cross product. What was that way? We used A dot B as AB cos theta and A cross B as AB sin theta and n cap. Now another way to find the cross, if the vectors are given, remember we can only use these ways if the magnitudes of two vectors are given and the angles are given. But if the two vector itself is given, let us suppose we have the two vectors, a vector as a1 I cap plus a2 j cap plus a3 k cap, and another vector as b1 I cap plus b2 j cap plus b3 k cap. Then a dot b, to find a dot b, we will just multiply the similar coefficients together. So a1 into b1 plus a2 into b2 plus a3 into b3. This will be the sixth result. And for the cross, we have a determinant. We have to use the rule of determinant to find the cross product, and that should give us a vector. So let us see how to use the determinant. So we will just remember the way, because for now it's not right time to discuss the determinant because it's of 12th syllabus. So first what we'll do, we'll write I, j and k cap. Now first is a vector. So I will write all the coefficients of I, j and k. So I'll write a1, a2, a3. Similarly, I'll write all the coefficients now for b, because then we have b vectors. So b1, b2, b3. And to find out the result, we will start from I cap. So I cap is present in first row and first column. So what we will do, we will take the other elements which are not lying in the first and second, the first row and first column. So it will be a2 into b3 and minus we will do a3 into b2. So that will be I cap into a2 b3 minus b2 a3. Now the same thing we did for I cap, exactly the same thing we are going to do for j cap and k cap. Only difference is that I took I cap as it is, j cap we will do minus. So minus j cap. Now j cap is lying in the first row, it's lying in the second column. So what are the elements left? A1 into B3, right? Remember, always we are going to use this kind of thing and then subtract with this kind of arrow, minus B1 into A3, and same thing we are even going to do for K cap. So for K cap we will see that it's in first row, third column. So all the elements which are not in the row where K cap is there and the column where K cap is there. So we will have plus K cap into A1 into B2 minus B1 into A2. So this sixth result, that is very important. We will remember the sixth result, how to use the determinant way to find out the cross product of two vectors. And what we are seeing even, that the result for the cross product, that is containing I cap, j cap and k cap. So definitely this suggests that cross product of two vectors is a vector. Okay, so we will do some basic questions to get the thorough idea about whatever we learned, and then we will move to the advanced level questions. So let us suppose the two vectors. A vector is 2 I cap minus j cap plus 3 k cap, and B vector is 5 I cap minus, or let us say 5 I cap plus 2 j cap. So we have to find A cross A dot B, that is 1, and we have to also find A cross B. So A dot B, what we have to do, we have to multiply the coefficients together. So 2 into 5, that is 10, minus coefficient of J is minus 1. So minus 1 into 2, that will be minus 2. And then there is no coefficient for K cap in this B vector, that means it is 0 K cap. So 3 into 0, that is 0. So answer for this dot product, it will be 8. Same goes for cross product. We will directly use the determinant. So I cap, j cap, k cap. We'll write the coefficients of A vector, that is 2, minus 1 and 3. For B vector, the coefficients 5, 2 and 0. So we will use our method to find out this determinant. So that will be I cap minus 1 into 0, 0 minus 3 into 2. Again minus j cap 2 into 0 minus 5 into 3. And then with k cap, we will multiply 2 into 2, that is 4, minus 5 into minus 1, that is minus 5. So minus minus 5. So this will give us minus 6 I cap plus 15 j cap and then plus 9 k cap. Another question we'll do. So we have to find the angle between two vectors, between the two given vectors. So one vector, A vector is 2 I cap plus 3 j cap, and B vector is minus 3 I cap plus 2 j cap. So we use thus the dot product. So A dot B, we know it is AB cos theta. That's one way to find dot. Another way is that we can find them by multiplying their coefficients together. So 2 into minus 3, that is 6, minus 6, and then 3 into 2, that is plus 6. So we will just equate both the sides. So minus 6 plus 6 is 0, is equal to AB cos theta. So that means cos theta is 0, and this is only possible when theta is 90 degree. So yes, we have found this angle. The last question on vectors. Let us suppose A vector is say 2I plus 3j and B vector is j cap. Now in this case, we have to find the angle between A vector and B vector. We will again use the concept of the dot product here. So A dot B, that is AB into cos theta. So yes, we can find their magnitudes. So the magnitude of A will be root of 2 squared plus 3 squared, and magnitude of B, it will be 1 only because it is just root of 1 square. So that will be 1 into root 13 into cos theta. That's one way. Another way to find the same dot product is by multiplying their coefficients together. So J coefficient of I in A is 2. In B there is no coefficient, so 2 into 0 plus 3 into 1, that is 3. So we will equate them and we get root 13 cos theta is equal to
Sir,
3.
2, right?
So this gives us cos
2.
theta as 3 by root 13 and
3 by
theta as
uh,
cos inverse 3 by root 13.
uh,
So this is the angle between the vectors A and other important results that we are going to just make before doing the other questions. So first, if I say A dot B, we can say that this is equal to B dot A because anyways they are going to give scalar result. But it is not right to say A cross B is equal to B cross A because they are related to the direction. For example, if this is B, this is A, then A cross B will be a vector coming out of the screen, but B cross A will be a vector going into the screen. So we can say A cross B is negative of B cross A, right? So yes, that was all about the dot and the cross product. So for more lectures, you can subscribe to tutorslive.com, and yes, we will keep breaking the topics one by one. All right, everyone. Bye bye.